It's a long journey home. Oh, but I will find my way. It's a long journey home back to you. Many a day I felt lost upon the way. Oh, but I will find my way back to you. So sing into the morning light is what I heard you say. Sing into the morning light and greet a brand new day. I thought that love had gone and left me all alone. Now I find the wheels have turned and I have a brand new home. So sing into the morning light is what I heard you say. Sing into the morning light and greet a brand new day. Greet a brand new day. That sounds like some old spiritual, doesn't it? Well, it is, except it's brand new. Well, not brand new, a few years old. Everything is the practice. Everything we do, because we are, you're going to be anyway. Hamlet answered the question, to be or not to be. You're being anyway. So if you're going to be being, you might as well enjoy it. You might as well be in the flow of the Tao with it. So everything that occurs within you and around you becomes the practice. The other day, we're at the bank. It's Christmas time. It's a little busy. Joy's bringing in a whole big giant pile of coins she's been saving. And so it's taking a little while, and so I have a seat on purpose on the old sofa or the bench by the door where everyone's coming in and out of the bank. And this is an old credit union in Arizona, kind of old style 60s Arizona, the plants and just the whole thing. Almost a little seedy, And I'm sitting there just feeling all the people walking in and out, come in and out, and I go into a state where I'm just being, without judgment, I'm noticing. There's a difference between noticing, you're a discriminator, you're able to say this is sugar, this is salt. You can tell what's what, but you're not judging it. You're not putting anyone down. You're not making them less than. They're all God. They're all pieces of God. Now, it's not the most beautiful, illustrious group of people walking in and out of the bank. This neighborhood has turned a little bit less opulent and prosperous than it was 40, 50 years ago. A lot of fat people, a lot of depressed people, psychological problems, just not the glory of man, as Shakespeare says. Oh, beauteous in form, like a god in action. And Source, God, my own heart, my own spirit, is just feeling and sitting, not patronizingly, not looking down on people, just noticing that these are all pieces of Source, pieces of consciousness, pieces of God, pieces of pure awareness of the highest God, the most high Source of all the universe, are walking in and out of the bank. And I feel all this orgasmic almost, inner, quiet, cosmic glow, using the inner body as well, feeling my inner body, which I do a lot, permanently, throughout the day. And then sometimes I still remind myself, just notice your hands and feet, feel my inner body. And I go into this really comforting, I just feel the comforter. And I hear this voice. It says, everything is the practice. Everything is the non-doing, the being. Everything is the being and the doing, no matter where you are. This would have made me impatient a number of years ago, to have to sit and wait in this seedy place in this horrible bank. I would have been impatient and irritated with it. But instead of that, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. To the point when Joy's done with her transaction, she comes, I say, well, come sit here, let me just share with you this space. So we end up sitting in the bank for 5-10 more minutes, just watching people come in and out. And we're having fun with a coincidence game, too. Joy had brought in the coins. Well, as soon as I headed towards the exit to sit down, a man came in with another bag of coins. We've never seen anybody use the coin machine before there. And then while Joy and I are sitting there just noticing it, another person walks in with a whole bag of coins. So it was that 3 coincidence thing that's been occurring, I don't know, probably for some of you too, started happening as well. Coincidences come in 3s often. That's when you know you're in the synchronicity game. So everywhere you are, everything you're doing, eating breakfast, feeling stiff in the morning getting out of bed, going to the holiday dinner with family. That's a tough one, right? Can you stay with presence, with inside yourself? Everything is being, there's nowhere to go. So everything, all created things and uncreated things, all experience becomes oneness, becomes beingness. You're being anyway. Why not be in touch with the oneness? Why not? So, and I know I'm starting to sound like Eckhart Tolle right there, right? Or Ramana Maharshi. That's what happens after a while. This starts happening, and you'll be frustrated with it at first. You'll be angry and irritated that I'm not in the oneness, I'm not feeling connected, I'm feeling irritated and I'm messed up and I'm defending myself and I'm angry and I'm explaining and whatever it is that you go into the mind. And that's okay. Not to resist it, but to allow it. Allow the mind to bubble up. The way bubbles come from the bottom of the Perrier bottle, just come up to the surface and pop when you open a carbonated water, you know. Allow the process. The reason Ramana Maharshi never went anywhere, because there was nowhere to go. I am here, everything is here. I am everywhere. Every atom, everywhere. The way God experiences the creation. Every piece of photonic light energy, and even just pure thought or pure essence, everywhere in the universe is where I am present. So why would you be compelled by any ego mind to go anywhere or do anything? You're not, because it's all provided for you. It's all provided for you by what? Providence, providence. You know? So that's a real experience. So it doesn't matter if you're sitting at the bank, Walmart, the post office, family dinner, whatever's going on, the presence is there. And the practice, everything, and every non-thing, and every doing, and every non-doing, becomes and is the practice. We don't even have words for it. You know, a lot of Zen teachings and monks and Vipassana and sannyasins, the practice is this practice of awakening. Then eventually you will not have a practice. That's when you merge finally into just being. There's no more practice. The way it's been described is to get in through the window you need to put the ladder up to the wall. But once you get up to the window, you got to step off the ladder. The ladder is the practice. Then you go in through the window. Then you have what you want. So everything is the practice. So I love that. Sitting at this old seedy bank and just experiencing God completely. And all these people hobbling in, ugly, some of them, just as a non-judgment, but noticing fat, old, disease, probably on, a bunch of prescription drugs each, poor, but allowing this whole thing is one of the most powerful things you can do, because then you become an opening, like a camera shutter, for the light to come through. When you are in acceptance, in surrender, in non-resistance to what is. And you actually just feel awesome too. You literally feel your kundalini inside you. So everything you do becomes the moment practice, the being. You're going to be anyway. You are anyway. So you might as well be present. If you're going to be being, because you are, you might as well be really present with it and start enjoying it as it is, right then and there. Everything in my life becomes the practice. And then one day you completely wake up and you never go back to being in the wilderness, in the mind, stuck in the ego, fearful mind. It's beautiful. It's inevitable. But you can practice. You can notice. The more you notice, put yourself on notice, to notice. Yeah, everything is the practice. So I hope that makes some sense. The inner body awakening is very powerful to helping activate these moments of awareness in the everyday. That's what triggered it in the bank for me. I just started feeling my inner body. And then all this pleasure went through my whole system. The Kundalini Holy Ghost, if you will. And then I could hear this message, from my own higher self, from God, call it what you will. And the alchemy energy process will help you dissolve those energies that are in the way. Because basically as humans, we are naturally flowering. We are naturally flowing Kundalini energy life force as humans. And it's only when we obscura, obfuscate, right, occlude, occult, dark energy, tie down, denial energy, cover ourselves up, cover the lamp with so many towels you can't see the light, right? So to dissolve those layers, to dissolve those trapped energies, the alchemy energy process is the practical tool for that. And if you're interested in the books, the Listening to the Sun and Awakening Souls, I love getting messages from those people who write me nice quotes. It's fun. So the easy awakening, the everyday, in the moment, wherever you are, the awakening in you is happening. If you simply be there, pay attention. And there's nowhere else to run. Because the awakening will finally happen in you. The kingdom of heaven is not anywhere out there until it has been accessed in there. As within, then without. Absolutely. All right. More later.